All right, so now to find where these materials are. So right now in our project one, we have our carpet. You might have some paint color, but we haven't necessarily painted in the surface. So the way to kind of force some of these materials in from the Herman Miller library, is we're on the Manage tab, we go to Materials. We're going to do this a lot together in class. So this is just like an intro to this. So to open this library, what we want to do, and let me kind of pull this up because the Zoom stuff is overlapping it. Here, we're going to go to this folder here. We're going to open an existing library. Now, if you're lucky, it's jumped you to the Revit library. If not, you need to navigate to C, Program Files, Common Files, Autodesk Shared, Materials. And this is where these, like, kind of the structure of these libraries are. So this is Herman Miller 1 through 3, Herman Miller 4 through 6, 7 through 14 fabric, and then the hard surfaces library too. So these are all going to be different materials we can bring in. I'm going to just bring in this first one and say open that. It's not really obvious right away what this does. So just kind of watch the spinny blue ball for a second. What it's going to do is it's going to add a category up here where I can pull in more material. So there it is there. Right now it's not, showing me a whole lot here on my interface, but behind the scenes, if you see what it is, I clicked on this little down arrow right here. Here's where all this material information is loaded. So there's a lot of stuff in here. So there's different, they have different names, basically the style name. This is obviously the price category. Let's bring up like the Savannah one. All right, so these are Savannah ones. It's showing it kind of, let me try to make it a little bigger, in different colors. So Savannah is the type, and then the next word is the color. So like Savannah Jute, Savannah Railroad. See, let's do bamboo. Let's see what that looks like. So if we click this here, basically we're trying to look at it here. So let's see, it's taking a second. All right. So the fact that it's draped on a table, that's a good thing. That's showing us how it's going to drape. So let's find something a little bit kind of brighter. Let's try moss. Okay, mosses should be green. All right, so again, we should see the little table here. It's going to click here. Come on, Savannah. All right, or not. It's being a butt today. All right, one of the things that's happening though is we need to kind of force it to link to the picture that Herman Miller has given us to go with this. So again, it's operating like fabric. That's good, but we want to double click from our library. So actually, I'm going to first press this little up arrow, press that up, bring it up into my library up here to kind of work with it and edit it there. All right, now we have Savannah Moss. Now we can edit it here. So now once we have it up in here, we're going to double click on the JPEG there. And now we're going to go to Herman Miller Materials. And I'm just going to say open because hopefully it's going to find its little picture there. So we're going to say open and it did. Okay, there it is. That's not very exciting, I guess, of a fabric, but let me see if I can find something a little bit better. So we're going to go to open an existing library. This time I'm going to jump to like these 7 to 14. These are a little bit higher end, kind of fancy. We might find some leathers in there. All right, so again, I'm going to click on this down arrow. We have alpaca. All right, let's get some alpaca. Oh, we also have leather, MCL leather. Let's try some leather. All right, so we have the leather. Let me see if I can get, let's go with red, just so we can see that color really well. So what we're going to do now is click on the up arrow, bring it in here. Now, the nice thing is, once I linked that moss fabric, Revit is understanding where all these pictures are coming from. So see how now that color is already filled in. So basically, you only need to do that linking once with Herman Miller. Once you tell this kind of library program where to find its pictures, it'll find all of them for you. So let's put the leather brown up there too. So I'm clicking on this. I'm clicking up to add the leather brown. We'll take a look at it. It'll kind of pop up here on the right. But this is a really nice, quick way to, and see, there it is brown. So pulled in its picture just fine. When we paint it as a texture, like for our upholstery, it'll work really well too. So this is a good library to start with, just to be able to find a lot of, particularly upholstery, that will like behave well in a rendering. All right, so I'm going to close this up. We will definitely play with this more in class, but I just want you to have the mechanics of this and these things downloaded for us to work together with. We're basically going to play with this before break. All right, thank you, and good luck with your downloads too.